Hey guys, welcome back to Chit Chat Tuesdays. And today we're going to get spicy because the topic is, as you can see, religion. And I told myself when I started these Chit Chat Tuesday videos, I was like, we are not going to talk about hot topics like politics, religion. You know, the things they tell you not to talk about on a first date. Which, can I just go ahead and say, okay, I get it. You don't want to like scare someone off on a first date, but hear me out. With religion and politics, if those are big things for you, then maybe you should talk about it on a first date. Because what if you go on a first date with someone and it's like a blind date type of situation, or you don't know each other very well, and that person is a Christian and you're an atheist? I think that's probably going to be a bit of a deal breaker, you know? So maybe that is something you should bring up on a first date, whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, that sort of thing. But we're not talking about politics. Oh, heck no. Will not catch me talking about politics on here. For the simple fact that, one, sorry, I just had to see what the dog was doing. I am not the most knowledgeable person about politics. I have my political views. But you know what? I might get a wild hair at my ass one day and go on a rant about politics. I don't know. Stay tuned to find out. But today we're talking about religion. Okay. I want to preface this before we even dive in. One, I will not tolerate people talking poorly to each other in the comments based on differing views, okay? If you have a constructive conversation, a polite conversation, a grown-up conversation, cool. We are not going to name call and all of this stuff. We're not going to do that. Second, I have my personal beliefs and views, but I do not judge anyone for theirs. Okay? This is not me trying to tell you that what you feel and what you believe is wrong and that I'm right. No. This is not to guilt anyone. This is not to bring anyone over to my side. I'm not trying to initiate people into some weird cult or anything. No. This is just my take on religion from my point of view, and everyone else is entitled to their opinion. Okay? But let's be respectful and tactful with our opinions, okay? I'll do what I want, you do what you want, and we'll all live together happily and peacefully. 3, subscribe if you haven't already, because the majority of y'all that watch aren't subscribed. Like, what are you doing here? Just subscribe so you know when I upload videos. All right, with that being said, let's jump into religion. I grew up Southern Baptist, okay? Grew up in a Southern Baptist church every Sunday morning, Sunday night, and Wednesday. I went to Awana on Wednesdays, all that good stuff, okay? So I am a Christian. I do believe in God. I wouldn't say that I would say I'm Southern Baptist really anymore, because as I have gotten older, I don't necessarily agree with every view and thought and ideal that I learned whenever I was younger. My husband is Catholic, but isn't like practicing Catholic. Is that how you would word it? He grew up Catholic. But obviously he does not go to Catholic church now. Our differing religions wasn't really an issue, because when it all boils down, like, we both believe in God. We both, you know what I mean? Like, we both believe in something greater than ourselves, and that's that, you know what I mean? So, gosh. The reason why I wanted to talk about this is because I have been reading my Bible every day, or trying to. Some days, I don't, because I'm not perfect, but trying to read my Bible every single morning, sit down with God, spend time with God, and I'm not going to lie, the days I do that, I seem to have a so much better day. It helps me get in more positive mindset and stuff like that. But as I've been reading through Proverbs, I've learned a lot. And I started thinking about, because I read something, it wasn't like the actual Bible, this is a study Bible, and so it's a women's study Bible, and I'll link it down below for you guys because it's amazing. But certain women will have inserts featured in the Bible, and one of them, I was reading it, and I agreed with most of it, but some of it, the way it was worded, sounded a little culty. Okay? And so I started thinking that I guess it would be very off-putting. I'm trying to put myself in the shoes of somebody that did not grow up going to church, okay? It would be very off-putting for someone to come to you and almost seem like they're trying to cram their religion down your throat and give you so much information all at once that you're just like, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. I feel like that would be very intimidating and a lot. And you know what? I'm not going to lie. There are certain Christians that seem very culty. Okay? There are even churches that seem very culty. There are documentaries on Netflix and Hulu about different, and I'm going to use air quotes, churches that do have cult tendencies. Cult, like the one, what's the church called? The woman has humongous hair. I'll try to put the picture from whatever it is, Hulu, Netflix, up here so you can see what I'm talking about. And also watch that documentary if you haven't, because it's really good. But she has huge hair, and she started this church based on weight loss. And I watched the documentary and I was like, I understand. Your temple, your body is God's temple, and you're supposed to take care of it, and you need to be healthy, and you need to not treat it like a garbage can and all that stuff. I get that. But where does it say in the Bible that you need to be a size 2? And I missed that. I haven't gotten to that part apparently. But that, I can see where people who don't believe in God and are non-believers can look at certain organizations and certain people and think, that's not a religion, that is a cult. That is a group of people that are trying to get me to come over there, and we're going to start chanting in circles and burning goats or something, whatever. And I can get that. I can totally see that. And if anybody is watching this that doesn't believe, that is a non-believer, that doesn't go to church, that never has before, that I just want to say, not all Christians are like that. I recently saw a woman, I don't know if it was a TikTok or if it was a reel on Instagram or what it was, but somebody commented and said that she can't be a Christian because she says bad words. She says cuss words. And I'm just going to go ahead and tell you now, I cuss like a sailor. That doesn't make me a bad person. That doesn't make me a terrible person. I don't know. I feel like it's a very double-edged sword for me to say certain things, because I'm going to get attacked from both different directions. Do I think that if you say bad words, it automatically just means that you're not a Christian, and you can't be a Christian, and you can't speak the word of God, and that you can't be a good Christian, you're a terrible Christian, you're a failure to God? No. Am I running around saying GD all the time? No. Also no. My favorite cuss word is the F word, just to throw that out there. I'm just saying. And I mean, I say bad words. Does that make me less of a Christian? Maybe to some. Maybe to some. Does it to me? Does it affect my relationship with God? No, because I know what's between me and the big man. That's between me and him. I know what's in my heart. He knows what's in my heart. And it doesn't really matter what anybody else thinks. And if you're judging other people, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing anyways, because it's not your place to judge others. That's why I say no matter what you feel or what you practice, whatever it is, I'll love you just the same, okay? You don't have to be just like me and think just like me to be friends with me. That is not the case, okay? I have been friends with someone who is an atheist, to be honest. They didn't believe in God. And I tried to be the best example of a Christian that I could be, but I mean, you can't force people to change their ways. It's just, you can't. No, ma'am. No. 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 Do you hear her? She hears a sound and she's like, oh, I'm gonna protect my mom. But yeah, I mean, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. You can't. And that was kind of my point. It was like, there are certain people out there that, and I'm not gonna lie, if I could lead a person to Christ to be saved, that would be amazing. I would consider it my greatest accomplishment in life, next to giving birth and getting married, okay? But I don't feel like being crazy and intimidating and overpowering and overbearing is the way to do it. Because I know when people come at me like, oh, you've got to try it, it's great, whatever you're doing is not good, and you just have to do, like, I'm automatically off put. Like, I'm like, no thanks. I don't even care if what you're saying is true and right. It's just not appealing to me. It's weird, it's intimidating, it's gross. Like, so yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm just curious, like, what are you? Are you Catholic? Are you Baptist? Are you Methodist? Are you Lutheran? Are you Jewish? The Jewish religion highly fascinates me. I would love to learn more about it from someone that is super knowledgeable about the I'm getting tongue-tied, Jewish religion. Same with the Catholic religion, because I don't know a lot about it. I love learning about religion, to be honest. It is something I'm highly passionate about learning about. But also at the same time, it's something really, like, I don't love talking about it because I don't feel like I'm as knowledgeable as I would like to be. And so I don't like to talk about things that I don't know a lot about, because I don't want to seem stupid, to be honest. Like, who wants to sound stupid? But I don't know. I just kind of, I guess maybe this video is more like a PSA to all those people out there that are Christians. Like, hey, if you want other people that have never been exposed to God, the Bible, any religion, to take you seriously, like, maybe don't seem so culty. That's my only thing. And I've met people in religious settings that even made me feel uncomfortable, because I'm like, listen, I understand your love for God and for whatever religion you are, but don't come on so strong. Just don't. That's not everybody's thing. You know? Some people accept that. Some people need that. You need to come on really strong and be like smothering. But other people are like, this is why I don't partake, because this don't seem right. It seems less like a community of like-minded people and more like a bunch of rules and regulations where if you don't follow them, someone's judging you and telling you that you're a bad person. And I know this because growing up in a small Southern Baptist church, I went to church with some hypocrites. I'm sorry. I did. Sorry. I did. Some people that weren't that great, that pretended like they were and pretended like they were just like perfection. You know what I mean? And it's like, no, you're a sinner. Like all of us. We all make mistakes. We're all crap humans, okay? No one is that good. We're all just trying to be the best we can from day to day. And if you see someone that's not doing the best they can and you can give them a helping hand, then do that. You know what I mean? And my point is your relationship with whatever you believe in is between you and that thing, okay? And if someone looks at you and tells you you're not good enough at whatever it is, brush it off, because you know your heart, you know what goes on in your mind, you know how much effort you're putting into something, and this is with anything. You know how much effort you're putting in. Don't let somebody sit there and tell you like you're not trying hard enough, you're not doing well enough, you're not good enough. Keep going. Keep going. You've always got to keep going, because just when you think that you can't get any better, you've reached your peak, if you keep pushing, you will eventually push through the other side. And that's the same with anything. Even with religion. There were times like in my early 20s, was a Bible? Where is God? Like, I was busy doing wild, crazy crap. Stuff that I shouldn't have been doing. Not terrible things, but you know what I mean, like making poor decisions, making very bad decisions. And I was neglectful. I went on my own path. And you want to know where that took me? Down other paths that were equally crappy. But guess what happened when I started to get back on the proper path? Things started to fall into place. Things started to get better. And so I just want to say this. If you are someone that does not believe in God, I just would like to know why and when you started to believe that. And if there is anyone that wants to know more or just talk to another, person who is doing the best they can to be the best they can each and every day, like, I'm here, dude. I'm not claiming to be perfect, because I'm far from it. I mess up daily. But the good thing about God is He always forgives you. And you can always ask for forgiveness, and each day is a new day and a clean slate. And for that, I am very, very thankful. I don't, normally I like prompt you to like tell me something down below. I don't, I'm not going to ask you to share your religious beliefs down below, because I know some people might not be comfortable sharing that. But I just want to say I love you guys. I'm so thankful for each and every person that watches my videos. There are some of you that are just so amazing, so kind, such beautiful people, and such beautiful souls. Like, I can tell just by interacting with you in the comments. And I'm so, so thankful for you. And, I probably don't express it enough. So I just wanted to make it clear that I'm so thankful that you're here. Thank you so much to everybody that's subscribed, for taking your time to watch me. Thank you so much. That just baffles me, that people want to take their time to watch and listen to what I have to say and see what I do and all that stuff. So I'm so thankful for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this Chit Chat Tuesdays. And if there's any topics, whether they be spicy or not spicy, leave those, any topics that you want me to cover, leave them in the comments down below. And I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.